I spent 90% of my final year on that play and other classes we did, not my major, not the other 22 units. We ended up touring the play to a local university, and we were housed with acting students who were there. The moment I walked inside that house and was greeted by those actors, every cell in my body was telling me I had found my tribe and that I had just spent 3 years of my life doing the wrong degree. How did I know? I felt it in my body that I had found my calling. So I was like, okay, time to pivot, and here's where things get a little nutty. I auditioned for a one-year acting course at the Actors Centre in Sydney. There were 20 spots. I didn't get in. But when one of the students didn't accept the offer, I was offered another audition, a callback. I turned up. There were about 8 of us vying for this last position, and I got it. Whew. I was so happy. I was so excited when I received my acceptance letter, only to read the last line, which instructed me to turn up on day one with a check for $3,500. Now remember, this is 1924, okay? But to me at that point, it might as well have been $1 million, because I just finished a degree where my father had helped me, and I didn't have the courage to ask him for $3,500, so I ripped up the acceptance letter, put it in the trash, started to contemplate what my next move was. Clearly, the signs were that acting was not meant to be. The very next day, I received a check in the mail. Remember, it's 1924. Checks, you know what checks are. But I received a check in the mail from my grandmother's will for $3,500. Yeah. I just stared at the check. It all just seemed surreal. I grabbed the acceptance letter out of the trash can and started my journey as an actor. And my experience at that school, remember, Mr. What's the least amount I can do to pass? He was gone. I ended up studying acting for 4 years, and I never missed a class, not one. A sign, a guiding hand, an answered prayer? I think so. Some would insist it was a pure coincidence. Who knows? But wherever they come from, are the signs always that obvious? No. In fact, usually they're quiet, subtle, and even more often disguised as failure. Let me give you an example where it felt like failure to me.